Hello friends. In this video, we are going to learn about the currency setup and text configuration in your Adobe Commerce Store. For that, go to your Adobe Commerce backend and in the left sidebar, click on the stores. Go to the configurations. Under store configuration, beneath the general section, you would find currency setup. Inside this, you would be configuring your currency configuration for the store. You can also switch between the different store scopes. If you have multiple websites, you can select your specific website as well as store view. Now, the base currency is the currency. When you add the product in your Adobe Commerce backend, you add the prices along with that. And this is the currency in which you would be adding the prices in your products. And typically the base currency and display currency are same, but this is the currency in which the customers would be seeing the product prices onto your website's front end. If you're running an international business, then you can select additional currencies in here, and customers would get an additional option to switch currencies on their website, either on checkout page or on product listing, product detail pages, and so on. You also get an option to have configuration for Fixer.io or currency converter API, which would eventually be converting the currency from the base currency that you have selected to one of these currency in which customer would want to pay onto the website's front end. This can be automated by adding the API details in here and scheduling a import setting. Once this is configured, uh, by using some of these APIs, the right currency conversion value will be calculated and stored in your system, and the prices would be converted into the currency that customer want to pay in. To perform the text configuration, go to the sales section, and under the sales you would find tax. Now first thing is you have to select where these taxes are applicable. If you want to apply the taxes on shipping or let's say gift card, you would select the appropriate option in here. But in this case we don't want to have any taxes on shipping or gift card, but the taxes should be applicable onto the physical products that we are selling from the store. So we are setting that for the product, these products are taxable goods. Now, you can also set what would be the default text class for the customer. So you can have multiple text classes that can be configured, but right now we have retail customer as our default text class. Apart from that, you can also do the calculation setting on the taxes and how your taxes would be calculated on the website. So here you would see that the taxes would be calculated based on the total price of the customer's cart and depending upon what is their shipping address. So if let's say I am purchasing $100 value product onto the website and I have added my shipping address where 20% tax is applicable. So this simply means that total cart price, which is 100, would be multiplied by 20% and $20 would become my tax value and the overall card price would change to $120. You can also set that the product prices or the catalog prices, if they are including the taxes or excluding the taxes. This is very important depending upon the country in which you are operating, or if you're working for a client, you need to understand that the country that client is operating in way how they show the prices of product. For example, in United States, you would typically see the product prices excluding the taxes, and on the checkout page or on the cart page, all the taxes would be added. Whereas in the countries like United Kingdom, all the product prices are typically including the taxes. You have the similar configuration on, if you want to have the tax configuration for the prices of shipping. Also, if the tax should be, apply onto, let's say, after discounts or before discounts, or if you want to apply the taxes on the discounts, or these discounts are, including the taxes or so on. So you can also have similar configurations in here. You can also set the destination country for the calculation. So for example, if as a customer, I'm coming onto the website, right now I have United States set as my default country. So all the text would be calculated based on this destination country. But if let's say on my checkout page, I switch to another country, my shipping address switches to let's say United Kingdom. So based on the configuration in your system, whatever are the taxes that would be applicable for United Kingdom, those would get applicable. But by default, all the calculation would be done based on this country. Typically, you would set the country here, which is your country of operation. Now, price display setting is the setting in which you would configure how the text related configurations are being displayed onto your website front end. As we were mentioning, certain countries have taxes shown in the product, and certain countries you would find that the product prices are without the taxes, and taxes needs to be applied at the cart or checkout pages. So you can also have some set those configuration from here. You can also set the shopping cart display settings. For example, on the cart page, you would want to show product prices, excluding tax, and then a subtotal, and then shipping amount, and then after that, you may want to have like only one line item for the taxes, and then total price including the taxes. So all of those configurations are available in here. Then, similar to the display setting on the cart page, you can also configure the displays on your order, invoice, credit memos, and other important document that customer would get as part of their checkout journey or as soon as they complete the checkout onto the website. You can also have fixed product taxes as part of out of the box feature from Adobe. There are certain type of products where fixed tax rate is applicable in certain countries. So you can also set those, product taxes in here. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you very much.